What is going on, everybody?
You are now in the mix with DJ Savage.
Yeah, I don't know why this stream chat just won't work. Hello! What is going on? Oh, gotta turn that off. Hold on.
You are now in the mix with DJ Savage.
Alright, what is going on, everybody? Sorry about that. I had a little tinker with something. It's finally here. The mayhem has finally started. I wanted to go live for a little bit because it's been absolutely chaotic this last hour and a half because Twitter was been on and off pretty well. Actually, it's pretty much been down for a while, and then it just kind of started to come back up now. It was weird. I was getting notifications to my phone, but I couldn't open any tweets. So it has been insane this last loud ass fucking truck. It's been insane the last hour and a half so far, per usual. So just wanted to go over really everything that's been happening. Because, like I said, it's been crazy. Um, all right, so let's see. So I think if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if I can find it from Schefter. Um, the first thing that broke today was where was it? See, that's the problem. Is Twitter was such a cesspool, like just all over the place, that it is even pretty difficult to find every contract that was done today. I believe the first contract that was done was Chris Godwin re-signed back with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on a 3-year, I think it was 3-year, $66 million deal, $50 million guaranteed. Um, I think okay. Let's start from the beginning. I think Patriots traded away Davon. I can never pronounce the guy's last name. Sent him to the Saints for a seventh round pick, which kind of lines up the Patriots for getting Milton Williams. That makes a lot of sense for New England. That nothing has happened yet with Milton Williams, but that makes sense if they're going to move a D tackle and potentially pay for one. Um, DJ Jones and the Broncos re-signed a new deal, 3 years, 39 million. Which is a pretty. I don't know what's going on today, but it's been very D tackle. This has been a very D tackle free agency. You had the D tackle on the Cowboys, D tackle here. So a lot of big D tackles getting paid this offseason. Um, I can't find it. So let's see. Grady Jarrett did get released, so he's going to be on the move potentially. J.C. Horn signed a 4-year, $100 million extension. That could be possibly up to with 70 million guaranteed. So now makes him the highest paid corner, which I find crazy because I think all the corners behind him are better. But I mean, it is what it is. Patrick Surtain, when he gets his new extension, is going to be making 35 million a year if that's the case. So. Khalil Mack went back to the Chargers, which is weird because I thought he was going to retire, but I guess he's running it back. And let's see. Oh, so this is one of the actually this is one of the first ones that happened today. It was Hassan Reddick. Um, Hassan Reddick went to back to the Buccaneers. Um, so that was an interesting one because Todd Bowles. I feel like that's such a good fit for Todd Bowles and that defense. That they get like a really solid pass rusher in Hassan Reddick, and it sucks it couldn't work out in at New York, and it's weird that he could have just stayed an Eagle and won a Super Bowl. But hey, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. Um, Pat Mahomes signed Jalen Moore, 2-year, $30 million deal. So they got absolutely cooked this year. When it came to their offensive line, they needed to go out and sign someone, and they sure as shit did. Um, yeah, so it was. Yeah, here's the contract for. Actually, let me feel like. There we go. There we go. This is better. Yeah, Chris Godwin re-signed a new contract. What was the amount? Braxton Berrios went to the Texans. I don't know why the Texans just kind of like want to get every receiver right now. Um, Drew Dalman, 3 years, $42 million with the Chicago Bears. The Bears are going all out this year on offensive line. It is insane. They traded for a guard. They went after and got a center and made him what the deal made Dalman the NFL's second highest center in the league. So they went out and paid for a center, traded for a guard, and yeah, I think they signed a tackle. I'm going blank, but yeah. I mean, Darnell Wright, Jonah Jackson, Drew Dalman, Yeah, that's right. They went out and they got Joe Thuney. They got Drew Dalman and Jonah Jackson. So that is a revamped offensive line immediately. They didn't even go out for youth. They said, "Screw it, we're getting an offensive line. We're trading for whatever we can get. We're protecting them." Because it made sense. Because I always said that Chicago's issue was it was just their offense. Their offensive line just couldn't block. Um, but now that they're going out and protecting him and making his life a lot easier, it's gonna make everyone else's life a lot easier. Um, BJ Hill went back to the Bengals, which is good for them because it feels like the Bengals are just losing every single person possible right now. It's pretty brutal. They're gonna lose. It sounds like they're gonna lose Trey Hendrickson, and at least they get BJ Hill back on a 3-year, 33 million. Um, Washington, the Commanders signed Javon Kinlaw, so they lost a few edge guys, and they just get Javon Kinlaw back for a 3 or $45 million deal. Pretty good deal for them. Can't go wrong with that. They lost Jonathan Allen, so obviously not the same type of player, but getting another guy back on your D line when you lost him was nice. Jimmy G is going back to the Rams. Is what it is. Let's see. Giants signed Saints cornerback Paulson Abedo. Dan Moore signed a 4-year, $82 million deal with the Titans. So the Titans went out and improved their left tackle, which makes sense because their offensive line was also bad. Um, and apparently the Panthers are going after Milton Williams. I didn't even see this. Panthers working to finalize deal with Milton Williams. That would be that's interesting because I had him going to New England for a while. And I thought that them trading away a D tackle was for sure the reason why they were going to push after him. But New England did go out and get Carlton Davis for a 3-year, $60 million deal. So now you have him and Christian Gonzalez, which is a pretty good duo out there. And then, yeah, let's see. I don't know if anything else happened. I mean, something definitely happened. So nothing yet. That's been all the news recently. But what's up, Colin? All right, so the chat is working. I don't know why it was being a pain in the ass. Yeah, I mean, I thought Milton Williams was gonna go to New England for the longest time. I can't see the Eagles paying $20 million to a D tackle who'd be their third D tackle on their depth chart. Now, granted, like I guess like he would go back and forth between the two with him and Jordan Davis, but I don't know. Apparently, Jordan Davis is in really good shape, but they said that last year, so I don't know. But I can't see Milton Williams coming back to the Eagles. But Carolina is a weird one to me. I didn't think they would fork up the money to splash on a D tackle. I'm hoping Twitter just didn't go down as I'm sitting here, because that would be my luck right now. As soon as I go live is when everything wants to break again. Uh, yeah, I was gonna try to put some of the NFL free agency coverage because I feel like that's the only steady thing going right now, but it's it's pretty brutal. Let me see. Oh, Derek Barnett went back to the Texans, former Eagle. Fuck him though. Um, I'm trying to see if there was any other deals. Oh, that's right. Jordan Lewis went to the Jags, so Jack can be happy with his potential with his nickel corner, now the highest paid nickel corner in the league, which okay. I mean, I can't lie, the first thing the Jags go after is a nickel corner. That is, I'm not going to hate it, but it's an interesting move. Interesting move there. So I find that funny. Is there anything I missed? Jordan Lewis. Um, I just talked about Jordan Lewis. I just talked about B.J. Hill, Braxton Berrios, Drew Dahlman, Jalen Moore. Oh, here's the Chris Godwin deal. 3 years, $66 million for Chris Godwin, $45 million guaranteed. I am absolutely stunned that he got that contract. I thought no way I mean, maybe not no way he goes back to Tampa, but the fact that he's 29 years old and now obviously had to get paid and now coming off what was it, a dislocated ankle, I believe it was, like a significant ankle injury. Hats off to him, because I mean it makes sense in a way too, because Evans is getting up there in age, and who knows how much longer he's going to be there. But good on Godwin. I've always liked him. He's always been a good player, but I just it's crazy to me. I didn't think he was going to get this big of a deal. 3 years, 66. Evan Brown went back to the Cardinals, 2 years, 11.5 million, and I think that's about I think that's about it. I'm not sure if there probably is some news I'm missing because, like I said before, it has been all over the place today with news because nobody knows what the hell is happening because Twitter has been broken for hours now. So hopefully it stays good and hopefully we can at least just get news. Even Ian Rappaport, he says it right here, he has no clue what the hell is going on. So, um, it's it's funny. See, even I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up. If you give me a second here, I think I'm gonna try. I want to try to see if I can pull up. I think I can maybe pull up the NFL network coverage without getting in trouble here. Let's see. Because I know. Let's see if this works. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Oh, God damn it. Why is it making me sign in again? Alright, let's see if I can get this NFL network coverage up without getting in trouble. Let's see. Yeah, you know what sucks? I wish, I mean, obviously I could just pay for Twitter, but I wish TweetDeck was still a thing. I just remember every free agency, just MLB, NBA, NFL, sitting here with TweetDeck and just sitting there and don't even have to refresh. You just got you'd put Shams, Woj, everybody you needed up there, and you didn't have to worry about anything. And I remember I used to do that with Schefter, Rappaport, and now you can't do it now anymore. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess. But Elon needs to make some money off Twitter, I guess. Let's see. Ah, shit. Yeah, no, okay. Okay, so I can't have it on. Alright, well, it is what it is. Um, yeah, so let's see. What free agents do we still have left? I know there's still a lot of big wide receiver free agents. Stephon Diggs is still available. Keenan Allen's still available. Um, and okay, as I'm saying that, the Lions are signing another corner, DJ Reed, to a 3-year, $48 million deal. And that is coming from Ari. Let me pull this up. Yeah, DJ Reed, 3 years, $48 million. That's such a good signing for them because they just lost because obviously with let me see, what was it? Carlton Davis went to yeah, because Carlton Davis just went to wow, why am I going blank with Carlton Davis? That's right, he went to New England. So they lost Carlton Davis, so they just immediately replaced Carlton Davis with DJ Reed. So that's that's pretty good. You really can't go wrong with that. Um, Here, I'm going to try to have someone else on here. Okay, so all the corners are now flying off the board, and as we're talking about DJ Reed, you're gonna hear my typewriter, baby. So Isaiah Rodgers is going to the Vikings on a 2-year, $15 million deal. Um, yeah, he was basically gonna leave. The just Eagles didn't really. He was a nice depth piece for them, but the Eagles just didn't really need him. I mean, like he could have been really good if the rookies didn't pan out so well. So like since they did, it just there was no point to have Isaiah Rodgers on the team. So don't really want to re-sign a. I guess he would literally be our fourth corner. What's up, Brian? Well, I got to make sure this is all good for Sunday as well. So because we're obviously gonna have that stream on Sunday, so I want to make sure everything's all good. But if Twitter can be normal for an hour, just an hour, then this would be smooth sailing. It'd be so smooth sailing, but with Twitter just being a cesspool right now of shit. It's not great. And then nothing happened for the last 20 minutes, and now everything wants to happen at the same time. You can hear my phone going off. I'm not, actually, I'm gonna have to probably turn this off. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Alright, so what do we got? And let's see, I'm curious how updated this is. I know the site's probably not gonna work because I swear to God wow, it's working. Every time I use this site during free agency, it just always refuses to load. Okay, I mean, okay, they're keeping up with it pretty good. Drew Dolman, Jalen Moore, Jordan Lewis. Yeah, I think I've gotten everybody on this list. I think I've gotten about 5 tweets about DJ Reed. Okay, all right, yeah, this is good to look at. So Diggs is still available. Diggs is still available. Joey Bosa is still available. Keenan Allen. A lot of top receivers. Von Miller is still open if he want. I mean, who knows what Von Miller's gonna do? I'm kind of. I mean, I figured the Bills were just gonna cut him just to give him like a 1 year, so they don't have to pay that ridiculous contract that he was on. Let me see if does it still come up with it. No. I mean, it was crazy that they gave him this contract, and they gave him that contract like 2 years ago, and he was 33 years old, and they give him a 6-year deal until he was nearly 40. So, especially as a linebacker. See, there's not really that too many big names left. It's a lot of big time receivers that got a high AAV. Brandon Sheriff is available. Grady Jarrett, Javarius Ward, Preston Smith, Zadarius Smith. Obviously, DJ Reed just signed, so that's gone. Justin Reed, Josh Sweat. Haven't heard anything about. I haven't heard anything about any of the Eagles so far. Any of the Eagle free agents. So I'm curious what happens with that. Jeff Okuda. What a name that could have been. What a name that could have been, but it wasn't. It wasn't, unfortunately. Um, let's see. All right, Jacoby Brissett, Robert Woods. I guarantee there's probably some names down here that are coming off rookie deals. Gerald Everett, CJ Henderson. I forgot about him. Kaiser White. I was a big Kaiser White guy. Big Kaiser White guy. Well, we appreciate it. I've said this before. We gotta go live some more, so I would definitely want to start doing that. And I got more of an open schedule now that I'm back to just working one job. So we got that. So and plus it's crazy. There's news left, right, and center now. It's crazy. The podcast. I mean, it's crazy now. We usually do like it would be like what? Usually like an hour, anywhere between like an hour to like an hour 15, hour 20. And then literally not this one that came out today, but the last two was 2 hours. That was a 2 hour podcast, and there wasn't much to. That was all 2 hours of just everything going on. It was insane with college basketball and NFL and NBA that we love to talk about. So NFL, no, it does not. It does not sleep. But yeah, that I think it was literally 2 hours 5 minutes, and there wasn't much to like go in and take out of that. It was just all nonstop. And my dog's freaking out. I have the green. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys this, but I have a green screen. It's like a portable one, and it's right behind me, like right here, and my dog is down here with me, and he's freaking the fuck out. He's like hiding behind the wall over here. Why are you freaking out, buddy? He's like giving me the most evil look right now. Um, I hate this. I hate how this it comes in bursts with news. It's either nothing happens for like 15, 20 minutes, or it's just news, 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 news. Let me throw on some. Let me throw on some music. Give me one sec. But actually, I keep forgetting. I'm not even thinking of all I guess because Aaron Rodgers hasn't been released, and we talked about Aaron Rodgers is discussed on the pod. Um, and there was a clip that went out of it today, but we're hoping kind of now that Aaron Rodgers goes to the Steelers, and that's just so that that clip can look even better. That the fact that we predicted him, well, Jack and Brian predicted him. I'm getting shit for not saying my lineup. Um, Jack and Brian actually predicted him going to the Steelers because of the DK Metcalf trade. That's fair, cause like I could from the point you made on the pod, it was like I could see just like the nonsense with just dealing with Aaron Rodgers in the division, and just like all of a sudden like he just wants to turn. Like I feel like too, maybe not recently. He always found a way to turn up against the Eagles for whatever reason. The only time he didn't was that one time where he got hurt. I would hate to deal with that. Like I remember like 2, 3 years ago, like not like prime Rodgers, but like towards the end of his Green Bay tenure, like every time we went to Lambeau, we got screwed every time. Like I remember we went there one year and it was like I think we must have lost like 55 to 23. Ow, just stuck my toe. Well, actually, I gotta look that up. I gotta look that up. I gotta try to find that. I swear it was. I want to say 2017. All right, let me just do all time. Yeah. I know. I want to say it was 2017. We got blown out. It was in. It was at Green Bay. Yep, here it is. 53 to 20. I think. Oh God, I'm not looking at it. But who did we? Mark Sanchez was our starting quarterback. Oh my God. Oh, where's the box? Why isn't Mark Sanchez going 26 of actually 2 for 346? What did Rodgers do? Oh yeah, Rodgers had 341 and 3 touchdowns. So yeah, I don't want that anymore. But it's just funny that if he would go to the Giants, but it would be annoying at the same time. Like that's how bad it was. It was so bad that Matt Flynn came in against us, and that's fat Eddie Lacy's got had 10 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown. Ridiculous. I literally got exiled out of the league because he was fat. Actually, do they have? Did they? Oh boy, Riley Cooper. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb. It's Devontae Adams before he popped off. Yeah, it's so funny though. Let's see. Has anything happened? Yes, we know. Okay, I guess nothing else has happened yet. Like I said, it comes in burst. Pause. Yeah. Let's see. I think there's one thing that we talk like. One thing I was interested in talking about was I feel like no one's really talked about this, and I know he's kind of coming off a significant injury, but I feel like that was so long ago. I forget the exact injury, but I'm curious of the situation with Stephon Diggs if he goes back to Houston. Like, first off, what type of contract is he gonna get? I'm assuming he's only gonna get like a 3-year deal, maybe, or I can't imagine more than 3. But I'm curious to where he could go because I mean, I think genuinely he could really go anywhere. I think he could go back to the Texans. I listen. I think it's as much as I hate to say this, I think it is possible that he could go to the Giants, depending on what their QB situation is, because I know for whatever reason the Giants just like. I feel like because that's the thing with the Giants is I truly think the Giants should trade for one. They're sitting at 3 or 4. They need a quarterback, and Tennessee, like, I guess they could draft a QB, but they don't necessarily like. It depends what Tennessee wants to do. Because if Tennessee wants to sit there at 1, if Tennessee wants to, if Tennessee wants to sit there at 1 and draft a QB, then I get it. But there's a chance that they go Abdul Carter. All right, Colin, have a good one. Yeah, I was hoping to catch some people on some lunch breaks. That's what I was hoping to do. I'm not gonna stay much live. I just kind of wanted to talk about a few things. I was hoping more would break, but as soon as I went live, it went quiet, and then it picked up again. But now it's been quiet again. So I wanted to. I'm hoping Rogers signs somewhere. Probably within the hour. I'll probably stay live for about maybe another half an hour. So, but again, we'll be live on Sunday for Selection Sunday. I'm not sure what time. Actually, what time is Selection Sunday? Let's see, Selection Sunday, because I actually got to figure that one out, because... Selection Sunday, 6 o'clock, March 16th. So we'll probably go live around 5:30 for that, maybe 5:30. I'm going to try... Let's see, I'm going to try to get some people in here. Give me one sec. I hate... here, let me... Give me one second.
I paid for my own college.
Yeah, I don't care about your ad. Get away. And I don't care about... Wow, I said ad and got an ad immediately for March Madness. There we go. Alright, yeah, I'm hoping we get some more news to break, because again, like I said, it got cold. There we go, that's better. Alright, let's just make sure that's all good. Yeah, right now I'm getting shit for the fantasy baseball, one of our fantasy baseball group chats for not setting the lineup last year because someone had to select the draft day to be on the first day of March Madness while I was working, so I was absolutely cooked to draft the team. I drafted 2 picks and then got auto-picked the rest of the damn draft, and my team was awful. So I was like, fuck that. So hopefully That doesn't happen this year because we're actually drafting on Tuesday instead of a nonsense date. Oh, I hate how quiet it gets, man. Alright, what was it? So, yeah. So I'll probably set the stream up, but Selection Sunday, we'll probably go live around 5:30. Probably like, well, so that means we have to tell everyone else to hop in at 5:30. I have to tell everyone to be ready at 5, so. And I think maybe, because obviously Matt was all about talking about his sleeper for the tournament, so maybe could finally actually release that. It is no McNeese again, I think, because obviously he got flack for that one. Man, I gotta turn this shit down. It's just loud for me. Alright. Let me go back to Twitter. Rambling on about Selection Sunday. That doesn't happen for a whole week. Oh, excuse me. Oh no. My tweets won't reload. Don't tell me it crashed again. Okay, no, I guess it's good. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm on the I keep forgetting I'm not on my personal Twitter. I'm on the actual views Twitter, so I don't get all notifications. Why is Jalen Carter trending? Actually, no, Twitter's back being down again, so it's anything came no. God damn it! If Twitter just went down again, I can't load my personal Twitter. I still have the views Twitter open, but I can't load my personal Twitter. Oh, so aggravating. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, now my personal Twitter won't load. Yeah, wait, is it because I have this on? Is that the same time? Is that what's happening here? Let's see if I'd like to get NFL Network up on here. Not like, I can't put the entirety of NFL Network on here. Yeah, no, I can't watch it on here. That's so dumb. I can watch Red Zone on here, but not, alright, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I think, yeah, no, tweets won't load. God, this is so aggravating. Why did this happen today? Why couldn't this happen yesterday? I would have preferred if it happened yesterday. It's so frustrating. Especially this, I can't... I'm hoping I still get notifications, but I haven't gotten a tweet, so I'm assuming everything is down, so... The only thing we have right now is the NFL Network. That's the only thing we have. But the only fortunate thing with that is they're so slow with it. So I gotta turn it back on. I'm gonna like I'll probably turn the audio up a little bit so you can maybe hear it, but I can't. Oh, for fuck's sake. No. Yeah, it's a commercial break, so. Alright. God, why? There's just no other way. It's literally just NFL Network. Unless unless Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport are using that God, what is that? There's like another Twitter that they made because people got pissed off that Elon bought Twitter. So like they made some other Twitter site and tried to run with it, but I think it's no one obviously uses it because who the fuck would use it? But this is so brutal. I think it's the fact if I wait no, all right, never mind, we're back. Why is my I don't know what's happening. I can't load my personal Twitter, but I can load this Twitter. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I feel bad for like people that just use Twitter like regularly. Like don't give a shit about sports and they're sitting here trying to use Twitter and it's completely broken. I mean, maybe it's just not related, but the fact that this went down like an hour before 12 o'clock. Fact that went an hour before 12 o'clock says something. Yeah, I just refuse to believe it's this slow right now. I guess. I guess tweets are loading? I have no clue. Nope, okay, so Rappaport hasn't tweeted, I don't think up. I'm about to just start streaming games. I'm about to say screw it. I know we're not a well, I mean I guess we could be. But this is brutal. And that's the thing with NFL Network. Like, it's like free agency, like frenzy, but like every time I look, it's commercial break. And then they'll talk about like, it'll be like breaking news. This report happened. It only happened about 45 minutes ago, but we're gonna talk about it now. It's so aggravating. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I don't even understand this whole free. Like, I don't understand free. I mean, I get like players that are released can sign right away, but I find it so weird that just like players have been getting signed the last few days already, and it's like, well, it it actually doesn't really start till Wednesday at noon. Dan Moore. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if the Titans went out and got a 4-year, $82 million deal for Dan Moore, like, I would have to imagine when they go in the draft at 1, they select a QB. Because, like, are they really going to roll with Will Levis? Like, here's the thing, and that's the thing that they could do, is I think they have to go QB. I think it is possible they trade down with the Giants. I think there's so many things that they could do. They could draft Travis Hunter at 1, but I feel like it's very silly since you don't really have a QB. Or they could go QB, or they could go Carter. But I think with the medical concerns with Carter, I don't think he'll go top 3. I've been always saying New England's the right fit for him, but we'll see. Because this is the one draft class where I have absolutely no clue what is going to happen. Nobody does. At least last year, I was able to say. Last year, I predicted I think I predicted nearly the entire top 10 right. The only one I got wrong was the Atlanta damn Falcons, which I still hate them for. I mean, I have Penix in my dynasty team, but it's just so frustrating to see that. Oh, well, other side. Sorry, that little. There we go. Green screen is pissing me off. Now it's dead quiet because Twitter just doesn't want to work right now. So Or I mean, I guess it's working. I have no clue, but Rappaport has not tweeted in 40 minutes. Oh, nope, nope, wait, oh, okay. You see what I mean? Okay, like this I just saw for the, oh, because he just retweeted it, that's why. So Morgan Moses is going to a 3-year, $24 million deal to the Pats. Okay. Okay, so what? The Patriots have signed, they signed a corner to put along with Christian Gonzalez. They signed a tackle. They traded away their D tackle, so they're gonna need another D tackle. Which, again, I was thinking Milton Williams, but I think Schefter tweeted about Milton Williams going to Carolina, but then we've not heard anything since, or maybe we have. I have no damn clue. So, yep. No, see, like, oh my god, this is so aggravating. Okay, so we still got Milt Williams, Byron Murphy, Greenlaw, Javon Holland, Josh Sweat, Sam Darnold, Travarius Ward, Amari Cooper, Justin Fields. I forgot about Justin Fields. Honestly, I truly see this because I can see he's a similar type of player, and I just think, and I'm not just saying this like because I'm an Eagles fan, but I feel like the Giants could go after Justin Fields. Like I honestly feel like Justin Fields, because like obviously they had Daniel Jones, but they go from Daniel Jones to Justin Fields, who I don't think it's that much of an improvement, but I do think it's an overall improvement. And obviously, like I think I would see more improvement from Justin Fields than I would see out of Daniel Jones. And not to mention, I can't imagine Justin Fields is gonna require that much money. And again, you're sitting at 4, so you can sit there and take best available. So I mean, if they're sitting at 4 and Travis Hunter's there, I think there's no reason for them not to pick him. And you go Justin Fields, Travis Hunter, and Neighbors. But because I've always thought he was decent. Like I thought he was okay. Like I don't think he's anything special, but I don't think he's a backup QB in the league. I think he's better than Bryce Young. Well, maybe if Bryce Young can do what he did towards the end of the season, then different story. But if Justin Fields can prove, like, that was the thing, like, when he played with Chicago, like, he had DJ Moore and the worst offensive line in the league. And then the Bears go out and draft a tackle. Or no, I'm sorry. I think he had him for a year, but still, they go out and try to just like they sign a running back, they draft a wide receiver, they go after Keenan Allen. Like they gave him 3 good weapons as soon as he left, and I was like, oh, you gotta at least give him something to work with. Like the same, like Caleb Williams had 1 year where he got sacked a shit ton, and they're like, you know what? We're just gonna go after offensive line. We're gonna go after 3 offensive linemen in this free agency. So that's why I find it like crazy, because I honestly would take, I think I would, if I'm like a team that needs a quarterback, so like team like the Giants, I would probably, and I know this might sound weird, and I'm saying this because of cost reasons, I think I'd rather have Justin Fields because of the price. Like I think he'd be a lot cheaper. Like I think Darnold's good, but like he's been good on a Kevin O'Connell system. Like, are we sure he's gonna do the same thing in the Giants? Like, you really want to bring Sam Darnold back into I said MetLife. I mean, it is MetLife. Bring him back to MetLife. I don't know. I just don't see it. I think he would cost a fraction. I think Justin Fields would maybe get like 10 to 15 a year. And I think even that would be much, but I could see the fit there, 100%, 100%. Because I think like teams going after Aaron Rodgers is dumb. Like Aaron Rodgers got everything he wanted at New York. Granted, obviously first year blew out his Achilles. It could have been a completely different story. He got everything he wanted. He got Devontae Adams. He got Alan Lazard. He got everything he wanted there. Probably everything went his way, except for the injury. And they still couldn't. He still wasn't good. So like, you expect him to go to like the only team I could see him. Oh, there it is. Okay, so okay. Finishing my thought though, the only team I could see him be decent on is the Steelers because I think they have a decent O line, and now they have George Pickens and DK Metcalf. They have two very solid receivers, and they have a decent O line. But I just don't think like I think the Steelers, them going from Wilson to Rodgers is just like it's like the meme of that guy that's standing in front of the camera, and it's like it's like 8 weeks ago today, and it's like all the caption just says all blood did was stand back. It's just like that, but all right, but I was right, and the Patriots did go after Milton Williams. So I am getting notifications on Twitter on my phone, which is good. Yeah, my friend was all about this because they had to. Uh, let's see if I can't even load the tweet, and I lost the notification probably, so I don't know the amount. I just know he signed, and obviously NFL Network doesn't want to report on that right now. So, um, I'm trying to find an amount here, but I just lost the notification on my phone. Yep, I lost it. God damn it. All right, I have no clue on the amount. I'm waiting for NFL Network to report it, and I can figure out the amount. But he is going to New England. Um, Me and one of my good friends is a big Pats fan, and he's been on me all about Milton Williams. So I knew this was gonna happen, and like I said with them trading away their D tackle to the Saints, like it was like they're gonna get him. Um, See, like I'm waiting for someone else to tweet about it, and Adam Schefter's sitting here tweeting about a long snapper. Like, why you gotta do this to me, Adam? Why you gotta Why you gotta do this to me, Adam? Alright, this is gonna drive me nuts looking at that. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Dallas is signing a long snapper. They love their long snappers apparently. 3-year deal for a long snapper. Like they haven't reported on it. It's insane. And it sucks because they're the only news source right now. It's like half of Twitter working right now, and then that's it. Let's sitting here talking about Aaron Rodgers. I mean, which is fair, but fuck. And I like want to put the audio. I wish I could play the audio on here, but I can't play it. I mean, I guess I could pull up a stream, but I doubt someone has a stream of NFL Network. And also, we're gonna pretend I didn't say that. How does that make any sense? Oh, maybe. I have Rappaport on the screen. There it is. Holy shit. 26. They haven't had the official details, but it's 26 a year. Yeah. Fuck that. That's crazy. 26 million per year? I thought he was going to get like 21, 22. The number isn't out. It's just the AAV is out. That's crazy. If I'm the Eagles, I'm not paying that. No way. No way. So what? It's got to be like if it's a 26, it had to be a 4-year deal. What is it, like a 26, a 4-year 104? That might be it, I guess, but it's weird. The AAV is out, but not the actual contract. And then the Raiders are signing a safety. Who was it? Trayvon Morig. Okay, so Trayvon Morig just went to the Raiders. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. I sat here for 15 minutes babbling about the Giants and Aaron Rodgers. And now Milton Williams signs, a safety goes to the Raiders. The Cowboys are doing their usual nonsense of signing a long snapper. Oh, Oh, I'm sorry. He went to the Panthers. My apologies. 3 years, 51 million. I'm sorry. 3 years. God, I can't read today. 3 years, $60 million with 51 guarantee. That is a lot of guarantee. 3 years. Oh, it's 51, possibly up to 60. Okay. I can't read. Trevon Merrick. So I can turn this down now. So I'm still waiting on the official numbers out of Milton Williams. That's how it is with Twitter right now. We got to take everything piece by piece. We got to take piece by piece. I mean, yeah, that was my prediction of him going. Actually, yeah, let me sit here and try to do predictions for everybody else. So, okay. Let's see. So we'll do... I wish there was a way to do this that wasn't by AAV, because obviously this is going to be higher to people that aren't on contracts. Like Dan Moore. Oh, wait, no, wait. No, that's a contract that was signed. You know, it'd be funny if the Cowboys re-signed Amari Cooper. They kind of should. I'd take Amari Cooper over Brandon Cooks. You know, now that I look at it, the fact that Brandon Cooks was making $20 million last year, an AAV of $20 million, and Chris Godwin's making 22, I would take that any day of the week. Any day of the week. So who was the other one that I was just talking about? There was corner Diggs. Oh, I don't know what Diggs. Diggs is such a wild card. I feel like I've heard nothing about Diggs. I feel like Diggs is just gonna like... He doesn't care anymore. Like, I could see him go... I honestly could see him go to Vegas. They need another weapon there. I don't know what their salary cap situation is, but I could see him like 2-year deal, 3-year deal to Vegas, and just kind of like finishes his career there. I think that's possible. Joey Bosa. I mean, it is possible that he goes to the Niners and plays with his brother. Except I feel like they have more of a need at D-tackle. I mean, it depends. If Bosa probably wants to play on less money, they could probably sign Bosa, but like he's gonna have to take like a big pay cut. Keenan Allen. I have no clue with Keenan Allen. I mean, I could see him maybe like maybe the Chiefs. He just screams like a Chiefs player. He just screams like he's a Chiefs player. I'm gonna say Keenan Allen to the Chiefs. I think Amari Cooper goes back to Buffalo. Actually, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think Amari Cooper... I can maybe see like Jacksonville go after Amari Cooper. I think they need like a wide receiver too. They don't really have anyone besides Brian Thomas, and Evan Ingram's a free agent, so they really need to pick up a weapon. So I could see either, but I'll say for this, I'll say I feel like Amari Cooper's a better fit for him in Jacksonville. But I could see that. Von Miller. Be funny if I don't know. That one's a weird one. I don't know. I could see him maybe like go back to Denver for like a year, maybe like play out his last year there or something. Brandon Cooks. I think it's possible he just goes back to Dallas. Deontay Johnson, I have zero clue. I don't. The fact that he made $18 million this year is something. But we'll leave it at that. Still have not gotten the official number on this Milton Williams contract. Unless it's in this tweet, but I'm gonna post. Oh wait, okay, it's working. So all we know with Milton Williams is just $26 million a year. Which, if I'm the Eagles, I'm not splashing $26 million a year for Milton Williams. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I think that's. I thought he was gonna go right around 20 to 21. I didn't think he was gonna go. I didn't think he was gonna go north. I didn't think he was gonna go more than 25. I thought the highest he could potentially. I thought it was like 20 to 24, but that was the thing. Like, what's you call that? D tackle got that extension on Dallas, and he got 21 million a year, and it's like he's gonna make more than that. He's gonna make like 23, 24, but then he got 26. But that's a lot. I don't think they needed to pay him. I would rather them pay Sweat because I feel like Sweat's not in that much of a demand, and I think he would cost way less. So, like, we could afford to lose a D tackle. Larry Ogunjobi got cut from the Steelers. It's crazy. I feel like there's been so many cuts in this free agency. Like, way more than usual. Way more than usual. But, God. Is Twitter back up? That is the question. I think it's working. Yeah. Yeah, Trayvon Morig went to the Panthers. Okay, well, it was interesting to see that the Panthers were, because I don't know where I saw that. It was from one of the main tweets. Nick Mullins is going to the Jags. That's kind of funny. Because it's interesting right now. With Milton Williams, they still have not announced the actual money. It's just 26 million a year. I'm assuming it's 4 years, 104. That's what I'm assuming it is. Or no, wait, wouldn't it be more than that? No, yeah, 4 years. It would be 4 years, 104. That's just brutal. Yeah, it's quiet down now. There's not really too many. Like Charvarius Ward is the next one up. Then there's obviously some big receivers that are still available. Keenan Allen, Diggs. I was already going over all this, so there's still a few free agents left. Okay, wow. Okay, so as I'm talking about, I forgot about quarterbacks. Sam Darnold to Seattle. I mean, I guess so. Like, I feel like right now Sam Darnold, 3 years, 110. Oh my God. Nah, I don't know about that. That's crazy. 3 years, 110 for Darnold. I I don't know about that. Oh my God, 3 years, 110. How much guaranteed? It's only 55 guaranteed. If it's only 55 guaranteed, that's actually not bad. Okay, that's so weird. His guaranteed is very low, but the money is insane. Not too many times QBs get 50% of guarantee. Usually it's like 70%. But still, 3 years, 110. I mean, that's not bad though, because they can get out of it after like 2 years. But so they go from Geno Smith to Sam Darnold and then get a third round pick. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. See, this is worth nearly 100 million. It's not bad. So the biggest QB is off the board. So that means I guess the Vikings are. I mean, unless they go after a receiver, I guess the Vikings are sticking with JJ. Let me try to pull up the tweet. I'm hoping I can pull up the tweet, but I think it was Schefter. Schefter? I think they've all tweeted. They're all going to be tweeting about it anyways. Yeah, there it is. So this says 100 million, but this says 110. I don't know. But 55 million guaranteed. That is very low. Very low. That's another thing. Like, people look at the actual, like, 110 is a lot. Don't get me wrong. That's just, you know, cap hit number. But 55 guaranteed. If anything were to happen, they really wouldn't lose too much money. But how does this guy not win? Listen, how does he not win Comeback Player of the Year? The fact that Joe Burrow had a wrist injury, he recovered from this. This guy was about to be out of the league, and after 1 year, he's now making $110 million. But Joe Burrow wins Comeback Player of the Year because he hurts his wrist and is out for 6 weeks in last season, or maybe it wasn't 6 weeks. It was probably more than that, but it doesn't make sense. The guy went from being out of the league to making a $110 million contract. Now, I'm hoping he's not the next Daniel Jones, but because I can't lie, that is a hefty AAV. What is that? That's like a 35 million AAV, right around 35, like 34, I think, right? My brain doesn't want to brain. Just 30, close to 30, just under 37. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. What a weird offseason. Like, you know how weird it's gonna be. Like, the Steelers are gonna have like playing with like Rodgers. It's gonna be Rodgers, DJ Metcalf, and George Pickens on the Steelers potentially. The Seahawks is now gonna be Sam Darnold and JSN. The Raiders is about to be Geno Smith starting, and I would not be surprised if they went after Tyler Lockett and got maybe some other receiver. And then, is there any other big ones? I don't know. I can't think of it, but like, there's probably more to come. Like, who knows with Fields? Who knows? So weird. At least the West Coast is gonna be weird with Seattle and Vegas. We'll see though. I am curious with Sam Darnold because again, I think he got benefited. He benefited really well in a system that suited him. But it's interesting with Seattle because they had Geno. They traded Geno away for a third. And they sit here and sign Darnold, which Darnold could really just they could get. My assumption is they can get rid of him after his second year. I feel like this is similar to the Daniel Jones contract in a way, but I think Daniel Jones' contract had way more guaranteed. I think. I hate that we always it always gets tied up into the Giants somehow. I don't know how. Well, actually, they're shitty at contracts, so that makes sense. I just don't know about giving a guy $110 million who's only had one good year. And it was only because he had one of the best receivers in the league, and his number 2 receiver was also really good. And he had a really good tight end, and their O-line wasn't. Like, their entire offense benefits QBs. It's kind of like the same situation with, Purdy and San Fran. But Purdy, obviously, their offense wasn't the same this year, and he took a drop. So, I mean, like I said, it's only really a 2-year deal when you look at it. So I'm curious to see how that works. And again, they couldn't draft anybody at QB unless they traded up. Or unless they wanted to take a shot with a second-round QB, which I feel like they still, maybe not now, but I still think they're going to draft a QB potentially maybe next year, but not with a first-round pick. Alright, so that's the biggest QB off the board. So now it's really just Rodgers, Fields, and I think that's really it. Okay, you know what? That is a good point that this guy just made on Twitter of Seahawks would love to sign Jets for whatever reason. I didn't think about that until now. That is funny. sucks I can't like pull up my Twitter because it just doesn't want to load right now. So, but, jeez, this is so. This isn't gonna happen. He's not leaving. I mean, listen. I think it's a possibility, but I think if they're gonna trade him, they're not gonna trade him until next year. But I don't really think Mike is. I can't. To be honest, I really think he's a good pass rusher, but I don't think he's as good as people think he is. I get it, but I don't know. I feel like he just starts unnecessary drama. Like, could Pittsburgh trade for him? I guess. Makes sense for him, I guess. But it's interesting. Let me see if. I saw 110. I wouldn't know what to expect for Darnold's contract, but I didn't. I mean, I'm sitting here saying it's surprising, but like, QB tax, baby. It's just funny to see all these contracts for like mid QBs. It's funny, but because what was the new Geno contract? Because didn't he got extended, right? Wasn't it like 3 years, 80? Didn't Geno got extended when that trade happened, right? Or am I thinking of something else? I thought it was 3 years, 80, or something along that lines. That's okay. I'm not used to that. Geno Smith with the Las Vegas Raiders icon. I hate how this site does not want to work. Anytime the site's got any type of traffic, it does not work, but I love it. I go on Spot Track all the time, but all right, let's see. Where is Over the Cap? Let's see if it has it listed. I thought he signed a new deal. Okay, I guess he didn't. I thought he did. I thought he traded him and signed a new deal, but maybe I guess it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, apparently I remember I heard about that. Turned out a big deal, but Sam the Seal. I don't know about that. Okay. Can't scroll on Twitter without Antonio Brown's Twitter being a bot, per usual. Alright. How long has it been live now? Hour 15 minutes, and 40 minutes of it has been me complaining about Twitter not working, unfortunately, so. Alright, so that means it's JJ McCarthy time in Minnesota. I mean, to be fair, if you're sitting there in Minnesota and you're like, do you really want to pay a QB $33 million after you just picked him off of, you signed him to a 1-year deal, a backup QB off a 1-year deal, and turned out to make over $100 million the next season, so I don't really blame him, even though I think JJ McCarthy stinks, but I think he would work in that, like I said, I think he would work in that system, but I don't think he'll do better than Darnold did, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I hated JJ McCarthy coming into that draft last year. I remember like sitting there, like near the season, near the Super Bowl, and people like, oh, late first, early second. I was like, oh, that's fine. I think late first is a little much. And then like he went up, and he's like top 20. I'm like, yeah, a little high, but it is what it is. Then I was seeing like top 15 going to like Minnesota's second first round pick that they had at like 12 or whatever it was, 15. I was like, what are we doing? That's crazy. Just trade down. And then all of a sudden it was just like, oh, the Pats could draft him at 3. Oh, the Giants could draft him at 4 or 5. And I was just like, so this guy just went from a second round pick to a potential top 5 pick. What are we doing? So, I don't know. I was hoping we'd see a Diggs deal. I was hoping the Rodgers situation would get done and the Diggs situation would get done. I'm glad Milton Williams signed, and I'm hoping Josh Sweat can figure it out. I think Eagles do re-sign Josh Sweat. I've been saying this. I feel like the price for Josh Sweat is nowhere near as high as it is for Milton Williams. So I am very curious to see what that ends up being, though. You know what's crazy? We still have not gotten the full term, and I'm still waiting on that because I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stay live right now. We're still waiting on the full terms for the Milton Williams deal. We just don't. We just know AAV, which is like just kind of. I mean, it's not silly, but let's see. Tweets working on my phone. Oh, this is about Eric Murray. Yeah, I mean, as an Eagles fan, I just not paying our third D tackle $26 million a year. That's insane. That's insane. Especially when we got to pay Jalen Carter in like a year, probably like you got to extend him like next year. I'm just not paying him. I would rather pay 20. Also, too, like the thing is with Milton Williams is his production really didn't increase until this year, under the Vic Fangio defense. So that could be a reason for it. And the thing was, he was the second/third D tackle on the team. So like he benefits lining up next to Jalen Carter, who gets double teamed every damn play. Like Jalen Carter is so good. Every time you don't double team him, he gets a sack. So I think he benefits from it. I think he still is very good. I just don't know if he's worth $26 million a year. I think you could. I think getting him at like 21, 22 around there, like if it was like a 4-year, 85-ish around there, I wouldn't mind it. But 4 years, what was it, 104? I think that's kind of crazy. So, any other news? I don't think so. So Jags are signing a safety, Eric Murray. That was, I think it was like 3 years, 23 million, I think it was. Yeah, so apparently the reports coming out now is Geno turned down a very similar contract to Darnold's and then requested a trade and then got traded to Vegas. Which, I mean, if they're going to give that contract to Geno, like they got an extra third. Like they got a 3rd round pick and then they just paid Darnold, who from last year I would say pretty even. Pretty even. Pretty even. Tweets about Howie. Okay, Jesus Christ. I can never open up Twitter. It's so brutal. Let me make sure. I'm sorry if you guys can hear this. I like want to have it on a little bit so I can hear if anything pops if Twitter breaks. So. Oh shit. Now it's dead. Mel Williams signs, Sam Darnold signs, and then now it wants to be dead. I gotta stop leaning on the wrong side of the chair. I think I'm gonna stop streaming at, I think 3 o'clock is gonna be my cutoff. I don't think I'm just gonna do from 1 to 3. We'll see. Who knows? Something massive could happen. Trey Hendrickson could get traded to the Eagles. I think that's a possibility. If it's a 3rd round pick, I would do that. Trey Hendrickson, 3rd round pick. You give him an extension. Sweat walks. Bye. I think that's the whole thing. Is he wanted to either want an extension or the Bengals just want to get rid of him because they can't pay. They just can't afford the cap hit on him. Oh my lord. Alright, now that it's dead, Let's see. Actually, can I? No, you know what? I gotta view it on this. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can pull this up. Let's see if I can pull up. Look, I still can't load Twitter. Oh wait. Oh, there it is. There's my personal Twitter, which might not be a good thing. Wait, really? Jordan Schultz says the sleigh is going to the Steelers. Oh shit! Oh, I nearly called it. Oh, as soon as I was gonna talk about March Madness, something happens, and I said he should go to the Giants. I was close. He went to the same stadium, but Justin Fields is going to the Jets, which is interesting. Wow, wait, Garrett Wilson, wait, did yeah, they definitely played it together at Ohio State. Wow, okay, that's interesting. What was the contract? 2 years, 40. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it, depending on the offense, it would have been better to sign Justin Fields to a 2-year, $40 million deal than signing Darnold for 3 years, 110. And again, if Justin Fields sucks, it's a 2-year deal, $40 million. Guarantee you, he's making most of his money in the first year, and then they can get rid of him after the second. But I like that for the Jets. They stay young. They can still build around them. They still have a good offensive line. They have a good running back. It's just, I didn't really think they were going to do it with Rodgers, so. I'm interested now because now all these quarterbacks are flying off the board. Justin Fields goes to the Jets. Darnold goes to Seattle. I'm curious what the Steelers do. I'm curious what the Giants do. Because really, those are the only two teams that are kind of just sitting there in limbo with quarterbacks right now. The Jets were one of them, but like I said, I personally thought maybe the Giants would go after him, but I got the stadium right. I'll take that. I did not expect him to sign. That's interesting. 2 years, 40 million. That's interesting. Oh, you know what? Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta. That's crazy. As soon as I was about to break and talk about March Madness for a second because it got dry, this happened. So, I mean, and listen, they already got a connection because you got Garrett Wilson. They played together in college. So I mean, listen, I think that's a good signing for the Jets. It's not a massive cap hit, so they can still build around him, and I still think they maybe have to go after another receiver because they lost Devontae Adams, but that was just dumb. But who knows? Because what they are pick. What pick are the? They are. What pick are they in the draft? They're 7. They could go after Tator and McMillan. That is a possibility. Even though I don't really like him, I think he screams bust. But yeah, I just wanted to pull this up because I was going blank on the draft order. I gotta remember this. It's driving me insane. I just know top 3 here. Yeah, I mean, I'm very intrigued with the Giants because now I'm sitting here and the only quarterback on the board now that's decent is Rodgers. I mean, that's it. It's really just Rodgers now. Fields is gone. Sam Darnold's gone. Geno obviously went somewhere else, unless they try to trade for one. But I don't know about that. Yeah, they did play with the. Okay, yeah, I was making sure they did. I thought they did. God, that's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. Oh, camera autofocus. Come on. Oh, that's early. Okay. I thought they were talking about something that just happened, but nope. 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 That's interesting. Apparently, Darius Slay is signing with the Steelers. I don't know how true that is. It's coming from Jordan Schultz. I don't really put that as a verified source. Makes sense. Steelers love their older players. I don't care as long as he doesn't go in division. He kind of burned the bridges with the Eagles with this nonsense that was created from his fucking podcast. So it just doesn't help. So, yeah, okay, I gotta get off my personal Twitter because now it's just all right. I was gonna pull up. Um, where? St. Mary's is ranked now. Wow. Is it under just bracketology? I'm trying to pull up. I want to pull up the views bracketology. Or not the views bracketology, I'm sorry, just the bracket challenge. I don't know why I can't pull it up. Oh, I'm doing dumb. Like, like adding on to what I was talking about earlier, like Justin Fields to the Jets, Geno Smith to the Raiders, Sam Darnold to the Vikings. Like, what an interesting time. What an interesting time. Oh, can you only see? No, I don't want fantasy bat. Here it is. How many we got in this group right now? Groups. Let's see. One, two, three. Yeah. Which obviously we're gonna get more people on here. All right. Let's see if. Well, I'm hoping I can get another person on here. I'm hoping. Brian said I think he'll be hopping around in 30, but might be getting off. Viking safety Cam Bynum and the Colts agreed to a term on a 4-year, $60 million deal. So he's going to the Colts. So Colts go out and get their safety. I want to see I want to see Rodgers' situation happen on here and then potentially get off. Because again, Rodgers is the last free agent quarterback that's available, and that's it. And that is it. Geno's gone. Darnold's gone. Fields is gone. Unless there's just one other QB that I just can't think of at the moment, but I don't think so. That was such a weird situation for him to. I don't understand Pittsburgh trading for him and just. I get it. He was like a he was just like a safety valve, but it's just so weird. What is it? Deo Odeyingbo. I can't pronounce this fucking name. But he's going to the Bears are not fucking around. So the Bears signed another pass rusher. So they're not fucking around. They saw what the Eagles did on the trenches and they're like, yeah, we want to do that and protect Caleb. Because they do. I mean, listen, they have the receivers for it. They have a good offense around it. Their defense is not bad. Like last year, their defense was not bad. It was just their offense couldn't stay on the damn field. Ooh. So, God, it was interesting with that. So, yeah, because I not even 2 years ago. So like 2 years ago and last year, their defense was amazing because the Bears weren't bad to start the first half of the year. Like first like 8, 10 games or whatever, they weren't bad. And then the second half of the season, they were awful. Their defense was not bad. And then their offense just fell off a cliff. I don't know what it was. They just couldn't stay on the field. But I'm very interested because I think Chicago is a team that they should be better this year, 100%. Like, they went out and their main problem was O-line, and they have addressed that need immediately. The free agency basically, essentially just started today, 2.5 hours ago, and they've already won after 3 offensive linemen. So, and they've won after 3 offensive linemen and an edge rusher. So, I think they're not, not fucking around when it comes to that. So, and then again, they were even a team last year where everyone kind of thought they would be better. Like, people thought Chicago had maybe not a chance to win the division, but people probably thought Chicago would be right next to like potentially Green Bay. And that's kind of what I thought. I thought Minnesota was going to win like 6-7 games. I thought Chicago was going to maybe win like 8 or 9, and then I thought Green Bay would be like 10, and then the Lions would win like 12 or 13 or whatever. But it's interesting with them. They should be. If Ben Johnson, like, they got Matt Eberflus out of there, that dude was oh boy. So they signed Ben Johnson. If their offense isn't good this year, I don't know what their problem is. I don't know, like, what else they could do. Getting an offensive-minded head coach, going after a bunch of offensive linemen, and they still can't produce. If that would happen. But I'm very curious on what happens with that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up in about 10 minutes, unless someone else is gonna hop on, but probably not. I think Brian said he was gonna hop on around 3:30. If anyone is watching this back, if you want, in the link of the description, I'm gonna put the link to the March Madness bracket contest that we're having, which is a $10 buy-in, and winner receives all the money, and then winner receives a gift card, and I believe a shirt. I think I'm going blank, but my dog is still freaking out. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come on. He's afraid of the green screen. Come here. Over here. Come here. Come here. You don't have to be scared. Up. No, I dropped my phone. You don't need to go after my phone. Come here, you. Come here. Hey. Come here. Come here. Oh, God. I'm trying to pick him up, but he isn't. Watch your head. Watch your head. Oh. Oh. Hey, buddy. Oh. Oh. Hey, buddy. What do you have? You looking in the camera? Oh. I gotta take you out. Well, I'm gonna go off in a few minutes, so I'll take you out. Okay? What are you doing? What do you have? You're just staring at my computer. You like the lights, buddy? Hmm? Alright, you wanna get off? Alright. Oh, no? Okay, never mind. He just wants to lay on my lap. Alright. God, alright. I just lost my train of thought. March Madness, $10 buy-in. Winner takes all. Gift card, $50 gift card as well. And I'm not sure whatever the rest, but I know it's that. And then I'll have a link in the top of the description in this live. And then obviously because it doesn't really start for another 2 weeks, so it's not the end of the world. Sunday we'll go live, probably around like I'll probably don't know the exact time, but we'll probably go live around 5 or 5:30 on Sunday. So we'll go live around there, and that'll probably be all the guys, all three of the guys, or at least Matt and Brian will be available for that stream. I'm not sure with Jack, and I might be available. I'm not really too sure that with that at the moment either. So I'm about to wrap up here, unless something else were to break, like Aaron Rodgers. I was hoping, like I said, I've been hoping for Aaron Rodgers news to break. I'm just curious. Giants, the Steelers. I mean, it has to be one of the two. It has to be. Those are the only two teams that aren't really in a quarterback situation right now. So. And also, too, I mean, Darius Slay as well. I didn't hear anything. Apparently, he went to the Steelers. But it's not really being reported by a source that I would it's not really being reported by a source that I would say is like someone that I would trust, so let me see. I forgot about Mekhi Becton too. That'd be interesting if he just. I mean, I'm assuming he probably does get a deal, but I'm curious to see what that deal does look like as well. I'm curious if he just gets like a 2-year deal, 3-year deal, or he just gets another 1 year with someone, but or you never know. It's interesting too, because just not many Eagles. It's just really Milton Williams, and Milton Williams was the one guy where I thought 100% he's no way Eagles resign him for the price he's gonna get. What? What are you looking at? How do you always get shit in your eye? You know, it's just crud. You get guck in your eye all the time because you're probably rolling in shit you shouldn't be. Ooh, ooh, he has to go out. Now it's quiet again. Fields, all of the both of like the top quarterbacks get taken off the board, and just like that, now it's quiet again. Come on, Rodgers, figure it out. I thought it would be a little bit more hectic, but it's been a little quiet, quieter than I thought it would be. I don't know what. Yeah, the only situation that like I don't really want to get off for is I'm curious if Slay leaves or what's the deal. Yeah, like Jordan Schultz reported it, and no one else has reported anything, so that's why I don't really like understand. That's why like I just don't understand like some of these accounts that just tweet from like maybe they're right, maybe he's right, and no one's reporting on it, but the fact that you have someone like Ari, Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, they don't just tweet about it, or hell, Tom Pelissero.
The hand wave is hey, over here. One of my favorite things. Pageant wave. Yeah. Well done. So the severity of the.
Okay, I thought saying something with it. Nothing like them explaining it. Yeah, Tom Pelissero is the only one I haven't really checked. Yeah, that sounds about right. And now it's quiet, just like that. But yeah, either I'm waiting for some news to break. There's some I'm just sitting here waiting for, but unfortunately, there's nothing going on right now. So um, I'm gonna. Oh. Oh, my phone. I'm trying to pick up my phone with my feet because my dog is currently on my lap, and he don't want to move. Oh God. Yeah. Brian said he's gonna hop on. I might just take a quick break because someone is. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you want to go out, don't you? Um, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna have Brian's gonna join the stream in a little bit. So I'm probably gonna take a little bit of a timeout, a little bit of a break, and hopefully there's more news that breaks that we can discuss, get some more people in here. Um, and knowing my luck, as soon as I get up to go leave, that's when something's gonna break. Which I've been sitting here for the last 50. I mean, obviously we had something just happen, but we'll see if anything really goes on with that, and but I'll have Brian on in a little bit. And then again, we'll probably bullshit about some other things. We don't want to get too crazy into detail because obviously we have the midweek pod next week, so we don't want to get too much into detail about it. We'd rather just save it for that. But at least we can go on about some things today, and then Jack and Matt can give you their full opinions on everything that happens in the free agency during the midweek pod. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and I will let you know when we're ready. Probably like a 10-15 minute break. All right.
You are now in the mix with DJ Savage. Savage. You are now in the mix with DJ Savage. You are now in the mix with DJ Savage. You are now in the mix with DJ Savage. are now in the mix with DJ Savage.
All right, we are back. We are back, and of course I'm walking my dog, and of course I'm seeing all these news break, and I've kind of said to myself, I'm like, ah, of course this is gonna happen. Give me 1 second here. And I said to myself, I'm like, oh, of course all this news happens. Why is this doing this? Should have Brian on. Like I said, I was gonna hop off, but I was hoping some more news would come out, and more news did come out. All right, let me see if I can pull it up. Uh, let's see. All right, let's see. I think it was Rappaport. Okay. Uh, Jaguars set on Hunter Long's deal with the Rams. Okay. Luke Farrell to the Niners. That's a weird contract, but okay. This is the one I was a little annoyed about. I was hoping the Eagles would re-sign him, and I don't really think the deal for him is that much. It's like an 41 million guaranteed, 4 years, 76. Josh Sweat goes to the Arizona Cardinals. Um, kind of annoyed. I feel like the Eagles could have matched that, but I guess maybe he wanted a specific deal or something like that. I'm not too sure, but that's the one I'm a little annoyed about. I was okay with Milton Williams. I knew Milton Williams was gonna walk, but I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't go. But it is what it is. Ufanga goes to the Broncos. Was it 3 years, 45, 20 million guaranteed? So I mean, another good deal over there for him. Josh Palmer. This is a weird one. Josh Palmer, 3 years, $36 million. Another just kind of like mid receiver goes to the Bills that Josh Allen will just make look great. But I don't know. It's a weird signing for them, but I see it in a way. I really do. So it makes sense. And then Diami Brown went to the Jags, 1 year, 10 million. So I was saying they need to go out and pick up another receiver. Didn't think Diami Brown was one of them, but um I don't know. I feel like 1 year, $10 million deals. I feel like if you're gonna pay him 1 million, 1 year, 10 million, why don't you just go after Diggs? Like, why don't you just go after Diggs and pay like 18, 19 million a year? So that's interesting though. But and then I think that was it. I think it was just mostly those four. But Josh Sweat is the one that I wanted to talk about because that is unfortunate for us. Funga, Josh Palmer, Josh Sweat. Yeah, I was hoping. I mean, that's a little bit of a price tag, but I thought the Eagles could at least cover that. But it is what it is. Um, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna trip, but I wish we could have re-signed him. But Arizona, I guess he goes back with Jonathan Gannon. So it's interesting to see. And if Ryan does come on, we have some news that Bruce Pearl has won SEC Coach of the Year. I mean, it doesn't really come as a surprise, I guess, but okay, that's that's what happens when I scroll on Twitter, I guess. Let's see. Titans defensive tackle Sebastian Joseph Day is signing back with the Titans on a 1 year deal with 7.5 million. So they pick up another defensive lineman, or keep another defensive lineman, I should say. Um, I'm still waiting on this report of Darius Slay. That's not. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Jeez, people are quick with that. Um, yeah, I'm waiting on that. That's the only thing that I don't really know. And then, when where was it? I don't remember if I talked about it before I went on break. The Milton Williams deal ended up being, I believe it was 4 years, 104 million. I think it was 72 million guaranteed, I believe. Um, let's see, it was. can't even find it now. I saw it when I was walking. Of course, I can't find it. I didn't know who tweeted it. I thought Ian Rappaport tweeted about it, but I guess not. But long story short, it's 4 years, 104 for him. So it was 4 years, like I expected. I just didn't think he was gonna get 26 million. That is a hefty, hefty price tag. But yeah. Now it's. I mean, there's not too many big names. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers, Stephon Diggs, big receiver market left, but. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't. I gotta stop scrolling on Twitter because every time I scroll on Twitter, I look at a tweet that I should not be looking at. Yeah. So this is the breakdown of all the signings. I guess that major signings. I guess that happened. I mean, Jags have been moving. Yeah. I mean, Hunter Long, Eric Murray, and who else was it? Diami Brown. The Bears have been a surprise to me. How heavy they've been on the front line. Oh wait, did I turn the music off? Whoops. Yeah, it surprises me. I'm supposed to have Brian on here. Don't know when he's joining up, but I'm supposed to have Brian on here. I'm gonna talk to him for a little bit, and then we'll probably hop off. Aaron Banks, top guard is off the market. Niners guard Aaron Banks is expected to sign with the Packers. All right, so the Packers go after another guard. I guess it's 4 years, 77. My TV's about to turn off. Sorry about that. I was trying to. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Now it's back to being quiet again. I reported on that news, and it's nothing crazy. I mean, again, I was sitting here waiting for the sweat news to happen, and it did, and I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. Because there's not really much edge guys available in the draft, like available in free agency. I think most of them are off the board now. Still some receivers that I'm curious about what happened with them. Samajai P. Ryan back to the Bengals, which is interesting because I thought, um, which is interesting because I guess I don't know if Zach Moss is still under contract there. I know Chase Brown is obviously still their starter, but I guess they may be back up to him. All right, so let's see NFL. I don't know who we have left when it comes to free agents, for at least pass rushers, I should say. $1.3 billion years? Damn, it's crazy. Joey Bosa, Von Miller, Jermont Jones, DeMarcus Lawrence. Yeah, I'm not sure. He just signed a deal. He shouldn't be here now. Chase Young. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I can't say that. There's still a few defensive edges that are still available, but it's starting to get a little bit more slim. Oh, I'm just annoyed about Josh Sweat. And there's something in my eye and it's pissing me the hell off. Let's see, Zadarius Smith, Chase Young. Kaiser White. BG technically still a free agent. I forgot about that. Even though he's really gonna, I think he's gonna retire. Apparently he had sustained another injury. But I could see them just take like another guy. Like I could see like maybe not Dante Fowler, but I'm curious. They have to sign an edge. There's no way they don't. I'm curious who they do sign though. I didn't even know Kamu Gruger Hill was still in the league. I thought he was kind of just like done after Philly. Shaquille Barrett. Ooh, Carl Lawson. I keep forgetting Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, Aaron Rodgers. Still some good free agents left, but starting to die out here now. Shit, you know what? I wanted to do. What is there's here? Actually, I wanted to play this on here real quick while we wait for news to break. Let's see if I can find it. No, was it a great? Was it this? Here it. She wanted to do this real quick while we sit here and wait for news to break because now it's quiet. I've actually wanted to do this. Because I found this site that just has a bunch of these like daily games. It's interesting. They got what is the other one? There's this. There's like a Wordle for NFL, and there is. I hate that it's doing this right now. What game is it? Is it this one? No, it wasn't this. Where is it? There's one. Oh, it's this one. Where it'll give you like a random, it'll give you like a random selection with numbers, and it'll give you like a hint, and you have to figure out exactly what team it is. What did that say? Something about. Wow. Grady Jarrett to the Bears. Holy shit. That's okay. That's okay. The Bears are going all in right now. This is crazy. 2 edge rushers and 3 offensive linemen in this free agency so far. 5 different types of linemen. That's crazy. 3 years, 43. That's a pretty good deal for him too. That's a very good deal for him. I can't be mad. I love what the Bears are doing. They just saw what the Eagles did, and they're like, dominant O line, dominant D line, just do that. So how's on to them? Maybe Caleb Williams is gonna be like the next fantasy guy this year. All right, here, let me make myself smaller so you guys can see this. There we go. That should be good. So like for this one is draft pick. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to be okay. Wide receiver 1. So wide receiver 1 that went 4. And a QB that went 7. So 4. I can't even think of receivers that went 4. I think of like Chase, but obviously it's not Chase because Burrow went 1. Second round running back. It's not the Lions. Okay, let's do it like this because I hate doing it like this. NFC East. It's literally nobody in the NFC East. Wait. No, wait. No, they went 5. That's right. He went 5. He went 5. I thought it was like a trick one where like Daniel Jones was QB because I was thinking neighbors, but I don't know. It'd be kind of horseshit if they counted Daniel Jones on here. So it's not the NFC East. going so blank right now. Holy shit. Even though I'm sitting here talking about teams. Um, so it's not. Okay. Bills, no. Dolphins, no. Pats, no. Jets, no. So it's not the NFC East. It's not the AFC East. Bears, no. Lions, no. Packers, no. Vikings, no. Falcons. No, because it would be. No, so it's not the Falcons. It's not the Panthers. It's not the Saints. See, I can't think of 4 overall receiver. Like, not the Bucks. It's not the Cardinals because Kyler went 1. Rams? No, I don't think it's the Rams. It's not the Niners. It's not the Seahawks. Oh my god, this is driving me insane. It's not the Ravens. It's not the Bengals. The only thing I can think of is this is the Browns with Watson at QB and wide receiver 1 being Amari Cooper. No, but then they had, they had Judy, but Judy was like top 12. So that doesn't make sense. Steelers. No. It's not Steelers. Wow, this is gonna drive me nuts. It's not the Texans. It's not the Colts. It's not the Jags. It's not the Titans. It's not the Broncos. It's not the Chiefs. Oh, this is insane. I don't know why I can't think this through. Is this? Wow, I'm going so blank on this. I feel like someone's like screaming at me probably. But I just can't think of this. Even with like a top 10 pick QB, like a top 5. I can't even think of it with like a top pick. God, it's gonna drive me insane. Number 4, I think Marvin, Chase. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna. See, the only thing I can think of is like, I can think of like Corey Davis at 4, but I don't know where he is. I feel like he's at Washington, so it wouldn't make sense. So I just can't think of like number 7. Because like, when I think 7, I think of 2. No, 2 went like 4 or 5. Like, it's not Josh Allen there at QB. It's not Tua. It's not Drake May. It's not anybody on the Jets. This is gonna drive me insane. I just can't think of a number 7 overall pick starting QB in this league. I know it's not, but I'm gonna just. I know it's not. It can't be. Yeah, that's what I figured. Wow. I hate that I'm going so blank right now. Alright, I don't want to take too long with this, so I'm just gonna. Josh Allen went 7? That's what I thought. I thought 4 was Amari Cooper. Josh Allen really went 7? Wow, I can't believe I had that much of a brain fart. That's. God damn. I totally forgot Josh Allen went 7. I literally thought Josh Allen went like 20. That's crazy, man. I didn't realize that. Alright, one second. Sorry about that. I can't believe that's crazy. That's what I was saying. I said Amari Cooper 4. That makes sense, but all right, let me, because you know it's nice too, because you don't have to play. You have other ones to play. Like you can do this one defensively. I can't lie. I'm not good when it comes to defense. Especially like this one. Washington D tackle, Pitt edge, Houston edge. Unless it's the Bills again, they just gave me Ed Oliver, but Ed Oliver's an interior guy. Did anything? No, still no news yet. I have it open here, but nothing going on. I want the Rodgers news to break, but if it doesn't, it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright. I know Brian's gonna be like, I know it. There we go. This is better. Pitt running back. Okay. The Pitt running back starting me off. Oh, this one's easy. This is the Cardinals. Right? Yeah. Marv, Kyler, Connor. Yeah, this is the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, okay, that one was easy. Let's see. Okay, I like this one better. Okay, so this is... Oh, team drafted by. Oh, this is the Jets. Right? I don't know the tight end. Is this the Jets? This has to be the Jets. Yeah. Well, I'm glad at least Twitter has been working. Because if Twitter was down, I would be pretty fucking annoyed right now. Let me see, I'm curious. I forget the... Yeah, I like this. No news, so... I think, like I said, I was hoping to have Brian on, but I don't know if he's coming on. I don't know what he's doing. He said he was, writing up his Auburn report. It's been 2.5 hours. It's been really like 2, because I took like a 15-20 minute break, and then the beginning of it was kind of like a mess, where my stream was acting up, so. Wide receiver. So I hate how I'm trying to figure out, I forgot Adam Thielen wasn't drafted. Alright, not much help. And it was in the SEC. Alright, let's go D-Hop, maybe? What should give me age? I mean... So he... Okay, so he plays in the AFC. I thought D-Hop was a second rounder. I didn't realize he was a first. Second round wide receiver. Wow, I'm going blank. That's pretty brutal. And it's like a late second too. In the AFC. Let's see. So we got Bills. Bills. I don't think so. No, Keon Coleman went in the first round. No, he was later too. Dolphins. No, it's not Waddle. Pats. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Let me just do. Is he still? This might be dumb. Is he? Is he still technically on the Pats? Okay, he is on the Pats. All right, so it is. Oh wow, and he literally is on New England. Okay, so it's That's how bad the Patriots are. I can't even think of their wides right now. Just Kayshon Boutte is the only one I can think of. Who else? I'm trying to think. I literally can't think of the receivers right now. I know it's. Oh, Kendrick Bourne. I thought he was undrafted though. Oh wait, is this Polk from Georgia or from Oregon? You bitch. I mean, Kendrick Bourne? Bro. How many undrafted rookie... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, I see. It's... I didn't even know. I forgot he was still on the team. What? Who the fuck is it? I don't know. Javon Baker. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Alright. Where is Mr. Huncho? If he's coming in here. Mr. Brian. Because, news is starting to get dead. Nothing in the last 10 minutes. Besides NFL Network putting the Josh Sweat shit in my face. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Clark Ross, sorry about that. I didn't even see you there. Clark Ross, thank you for the subscribe. I don't know why my chat's like not, it's like not working right for right now, but man. All right, I hate how grueling this process has been. Usually it's a lot quicker, but with how Twitter was today and how Twitter like has just been breaking every 5 minutes, it just hasn't helped. Forgot about Judon being a free agent, but and now my Twitter won't work on my phone. So yeah, so they're man, JC Horn getting $100 million. That's crazy. I mean, I guess last year they got cooked on the run so much. It's hard to like really give their pass rush, give their pass defense that much shit. But Asante Samuel Jr. I mean, I wanted the Eagles to draft him so bad. I thought he was gonna be so good, and then just Asante Samuel. Like, come on, Asante Samuel. Why not? No way, Brian Jones. He said he was. He said he was. I was gonna keep it going, but it's starting to get a little dry now. I've been saying this. I just want to see what Diggs and Rodgers are the two that I really want to see sign somewhere. Because it seems like Rodgers now, there's only two teams that need a QB. The Giants and the Steelers. So, I want to see that happen before I potentially get off here. But if not, it's no big deal. Oh. And then, God. Yeah, I do too. Oh, now my chat's working. There we go. It wasn't working all day. Now it wants to work. Let me fix that. I mean, I don't know if he's washed, but I still think he's good. I mean, it depends where he goes. If he goes to like a team with a scrub QB, he's gonna regret it. But he still had a decent. Well, actually, no, I don't think he. What was his numbers last year? I know he didn't play a lot. How many games did he play? Wow, he had a actually no, he actually yeah, nah, he kind of got a point. That's right, he had that one good game week 1. I mean, week 3 he did okay against Minnesota, where he got blown out 34-7. That's interesting though, but well, I was saying, who was my prediction for him to go? I thought. Well, I honestly thought he could go to the Jets. But so it was funny. I predicted, or was it the Jets? I don't even remember now. It was funny. I predicted Justin Fields to go to the Giants. Of course, he goes to the Jets, so there's that. And then did something just break, or is this just old? Oh, wait, there's a trade. Something with the Texans. What's going on? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Oh my god. Laramie Tunsil has been traded to the fucking Commanders. Jesus. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I can't stand the Commanders now that they're actually good. It's annoying. Laramie Tunsil to the Commanders for a package of picks. So we don't know what. We just know... It sounds like it's a good amount of picks, but... God. Fuck, man. How come every time I say to myself I'm about to hop off, there's nothing going on, and all of a sudden... I mean, to be fair, it was just that trade, but... And then... Yeah, he's still good. He's still good. Where is it? Who tweeted it? Was it? Okay, that's... Is this the Giants fan? Oh, it's a Steelers fan. That's fucking funny. Yeah, there it is, yeah. Oh, Schefter tweeted it. I'm curious to see what picks I'm curious to see what picks they gave up. I mean, it's probably like I'm curious. I can't imagine they gave up a first, but it's probably like a second, this year's second, and like next year's fourth. Damn. Alright, Brian said he's hopping in Discord. We'll see if he does that. Let's see. God damn it, man. What is his contract like? Because I'm curious if he is in a situation where... Also, too, why are the Texans... The Texans' offensive line last year was awful, and they just traded away their best tackle? Like, what? That's... Oh, God. I don't understand that. Is he on an expiring deal? Yeah, he is. I don't really free up much money. That's a thing, but maybe they take a... Fuck off. Maybe they take a cap hit or something like that, but... Fuck, man. I'm curious. So that means it's not gonna be... It's maybe like a third or fourth. Full terms, a second round pick and a fourth round to the Texans, plus a third rounder this year. Okay, so I was nearly. I was nearly right. Second round. So why did he word it like this? Let me pull up the tweet. Second rounder and a fourth rounder to the Texans, plus a third rounder this year. Oh, so they get a third this year, and then they get, I guess, a future second and a fourth. I mean, that is a lot. That is a lot. But yeah, no, Tunsil is still good. That's a head scratcher from the Texans though. Their offensive line was awful. It was the reason why they were so bad. Like not bad, but it was the reason why they weren't as good as they were from the year prior. Damn. That I did not expect. That was way out of left field there. Also too, I'm pretty sure Washington was like lost linemen, so it just fills a fucking need for them. All right, Brian, get in here. Get in here before my fucking pizza gets cold. I'm fucking starving. Well, sorry. I'm actually curious if Brian heard about the news, so. God, that was out of left field. That's. Fuck. God damn it. I literally said that and he texted me and said. God damn it. I mean, he might just be watching the stream, so that's why. But he literally just texted me saying, right in time for Tunsil news. God damn, man. I mean, the thing is though, is he's only got, I think, 2 years on his contract. I was just looking at it. What was it? Sorry. He's got this year and next year on his contract, and both years well, next year they could just cut him. That is, I can't get over that on the Texans side. Yo, what is up? I'm still baffled by this.
Are you talking about this Tunsil trade?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's just the fact that, like, first off, the Texans' offensive line last year was awful. It was absolutely atrocious last year, and they just traded away their best offensive lineman. I mean, granted, they got a pretty good haul of picks. They got, I think it was a future second, a future fourth, and a third this year. I believe. I don't know. Rappaport kind of worded it weird. I'm assuming that's what it was, though. So they got 3 picks, a second, a third, and a fourth.
Okay. And they didn't they, the Commanders gave him one back, though, right?
I don't.
I thought they swapped the fourth.
Let me see
Either
what
way,
he had
yeah,
said.
that's...
Oh, no, you're right. Houston sends back a 4th rounder. So it's just a 4th round swap, a second, and a third. But his contract does expire in the next 2 years, so he's got this year and next year, and he's done his deal. But that's a head scratcher to me.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for the Commanders. Now you can really...
Oh, 100%, but I'm more confused for the Texans. That's just not just like that.
No, it doesn't make much sense at all for the
Now
Texans
the
standpoint.
Commanders are just sitting here using all their cap on trade assets. It's kind of funny. It's not like let's see, where are they? Let's see. Team rankings, cap tracker. I'm curious where they'd be at now. So I know they had a bunch of cap, but it's definitely, yeah, that's probably like 50 million. And then they just signed Jeremy Chin back, or? Raiders. Oh, Raiders have agreed to it too. Okay, never mind. I thought the Commanders re-signed him, but it was the Raiders that signed them back.
The Raiders are going in a weird direction, man.
I love what the Bears are doing. I love what the Bears are doing.
revamp their whole offensive line.
It's not even offensive line, it's defensive line. They went out and they got Grady Jarrett too.
Yeah. Oh, they did.
Yeah, they signed him as well.
Wow.
So
Yeah, so they're just completely going for it, which they should.
What was it? Yeah, they traded for Joe Thuney. They got Jonah Jackson, signed Drew Dahlman, got I can't pronounce this fucker's last name, Dio Odimbingo, and Grady Jarrett. So they literally signed five linemen basically, which is just crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Oh yeah, Colin's still in here. Yeah, see the Rodgers news break. Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for, because it is possible he can go to the Giants. It's so funny. It's
Yeah, I was about to say when I hopped in here, I have won the day so far because I haven't had to see Aaron Rodgers to the Giants.
it's one of two teams. It's the Giants or it's the Steelers. It's one of those two teams. It has to be.
The Steelers make so much sense for him and the Steelers. Like, it still doesn't make sense for him to go to the Giants.
Can you hear yourself good on the stream? Is it loud enough, or I gotta turn you up?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Also,
Probably gonna hear me listening back to there on.
No, that's fine. I was just making sure. I'm still gonna turn your volume up a little bit anyway, so. 115. Yeah, well, that should be good. All right. Yeah, cause like that's the only really big one. Cause I was sitting here and I was going off about how, in my opinion, I think it's a better value signing to sign Justin Fields than it was Sam Darnold, just because I think I think like the chances of Darnold doing what he did this year under Seattle is just very unlikely. Where I could see like Justin Fields can just have like a really good. I think Justin Fields, if he's the same thing. If he's in a decent system, I think he can improve. But I honestly thought he was gonna go to the Giants, and I was like, well, at least I got the stadium right, I guess. So.
Yeah, I like Fields on the Jets. I think they needed like someone like that where they can just kind of rally behind a electric kind of quarterback after Rodgers put him through hell. I would have liked Fields on the Giants, honestly.
That's what I said. I was saying, if I was a Giants fan, hypothetically, if I was a Giants fan, I'd probably prefer to have Fields the 2-year, $40 million deal than sign Sam Darnold for 3 years, $110 million or whatever it was. I think it was 110. Which I was shocked about that amount. I was like, "Ooh, shit."
Yeah, I mean, the Seahawks needed Darnold made sense for them.
And it's funny because apparently, so the whole Geno situation stemmed that they tried to extend him. They gave him similar to the Darnold contract, and he said no, and then I guess requested a trade, and then got traded to the Raiders, and then just said, "All right, cool, we're just gonna give that we're just gonna give that contract to Darnold now," which is just.
It's such a lateral move, but I guess Darnold's younger, right? He's probably a couple years younger.
Darnold's probably like 28, I want to say.
Yeah, he's 27. Geno's probably what, 31.
He'll turn 28 this year though, and then Geno's probably like I think Geno's probably like 30.
Oh, he's 34. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's at least like 32, 33.
Yeah, I guess he's Tavon Austin.
So I mean, they turn a 34-year-old quarterback into a 28-year-old quarterback, and they get a 3rd-round pick out of it.
Yeah, it's not bad. You can build with JSN now.
Yeah, I'm
Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet can just turn it into something there.
Yeah, I do worry for him because that offensive line in Seattle is a little bit of a big difference.
That was kind of Darnold's downfall in the playoffs with the Vikings. Like, he had time to throw, but even with the time he had, he couldn't make a decision. And if you put him behind a bad offensive line,
and now he's at Seattle.
Yeah.
Like, good luck with that, man. Let's see.
Well, Jack got his wide receiver too. Got De'Ami Brown.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I was saying, I'm like, oh, the Jags do need to go after a wide receiver too, but that was not who I thought he was gonna be.
It's the classic, you know, you don't do much in the regular season, but then you have a couple of games in the playoffs, and you got paid for it.
I honestly thought Josh Palmer was gonna go to the Jags, but he went to the Bills, and I'm like, nah, that makes even more sense.
That's a good landing spot
That
for
is
him.
just the
He'll have like
most
800
Bills
yards and
receiver.
4 touchdowns
Yeah, they'll have like
next
four
year.
receivers, 800 yards. I thought Darnold would make a lot of sense with the Giants. Yeah, we were just talking about that.
I
I
wouldn't have
honestly,
hated Darnold there either.
yeah, I wouldn't have either. I think I would have if I would have probably preferred Fields though.
Yeah, either one. Like, there are so many free agent and this is another thing that really makes me sad and angry and nervous about the Giants is like all these quarterbacks you can sign like a 3-year deal, 2-year deal, and they could be a bridge for like a Cam Ward or Shador. But instead, it seems like they're either gonna have a Cam Ward or Shador with Tommy DeVito there, or they're gonna sign Aaron Rodgers. So there's just the direction of this franchise is so bad right now.
I do keep forgetting about Russell Wilson too. I keep forgetting he's free agent as well out there, but I
Yeah,
don't know. I
it's
think
honestly as soon as Aaron Rodgers signs, Russell Wilson will sign.
he'll just go to
It's
he'll
really
just
gonna
go
fall on
to
Rodgers.
he'll just go to whatever team is available at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's another, I don't really think there is that I can think of off the top of my head. I went blank.
Um.
I mean, Brown still could be a possibility for QB, I guess.
Yeah, they're definitely in the market for one.
Browns, Colts could be a dark horse. I don't know if with Anthony Richardson. Uh, Titans, you never know. I guess that's probably about it. Then, you know, this is what's been brutal so far today. Not that Twitter, well, that too, but with Twitter being down for like a good like hour. It's
That was
just these.
crazy. And then came back and went down again.
Yeah, it went down twice. It went down at like 12:30, and then it went down at like literally. Oh no, it was like 11:30, and then went down at like 12:30.
It was this morning, and then it went down like right when free agency opened.
And that's when I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna say screw and go live because it's like it's nearly impossible to fucking figure this shit out. Um. Colin's still in here. So I guess we'll talk about real quick. I don't want to get too much into detail because I'd rather save it for the midweek show, obviously. But so the Eagles lose all three really big name for. I mean, not all three, but I guess the last two big ones they had in Josh Sweat and Milton Williams. Josh Sweat went to the Cardinals, which I was surprised about. I honestly thought the contract that they gave Sweat, I thought the Eagles could have matched it, but the only thing that I'm hoping for is the Eagles try to pull the trigger because I know they're getting. I'm assuming I don't really know how comp picks work. I can't lie, but I'm assuming they're getting comp picks with Milton Williams and Josh Sweat both leaving because they both were like third round picks. So I am hoping that they do pull the trigger and try to trade for Trey Hendrickson and give him a contract extension. But Milton Williams, he can go to New England. That $104 million tag, that I'm not paying that for a third D tackle on our team.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised how much he got paid. All these guys, I'd say this every year too, and every year the cap goes up, so I shouldn't be surprised. But like, just like number 2, number 3 wide receivers, these defensive tackles, like the Commanders paid Javon
Kinlaw was like, yeah, it was like
Kinlaw,
16 million or 15
I
somewhere
always
around
want
there.
to say Greenlaw, but that's the line.
Dre Greenlaw. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's all right, but he's nothing special, and he got a big bag. So it's just gonna be, I guess, when these things open, it's just whoever can offer the most money the quickest.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. The thing is too is the Cowboys extended a D tackle right literally the start of free agency, and it was like a $21 million deal. And I sat there and I looked at that. I'm like, all right, so Milton's gonna get like 23, 24 million. And then he got 26. I'm like, oh boy, that's a lot. So, I mean, listen, if he was a guy that I know is just gonna be the starting guy, then sure, I would have maybe tried to pay that. But I don't know if I want to pay that much for a guy that's the arguably third D tackle on the team, and I feel like you might get benefited, one, because of scheme, and two, that he lines up next to Jalen Carter and he doesn't get double teamed every snap. He's got one-on-ones.
Yeah.
It's not like he's got not a lot of movement on him.
Oh, yeah, you don't want that. Oh man, I want the Giants to just do something smart.
I really want that signing to happen before you get off.
The
That'd be
longer
a funny reaction
I
if
wait,
possible.
it's just, I know something bad's gonna happen.
And I hate it because every time it gets quiet for like 20-30 minutes, it just pops. Alright, dude. Patrick Jones to the Panthers. I keep seeing the picture and getting fucking fooled. Colin said, "Why not give Joe Flacco the reins of the Giants' offense?" All right,
No, thank you, Matt.
let's not try to piss him off.
Yeah, let's chill out with that, please.
All right, Brian. We can here. I can help here. I'll give you a little bit of relief. Bruce Pearl just won SEC Coach of the Year, so you got that
Bruce
for you.
Pearl won SEC Coach of the Year.
Not like that was a big surprise, unfortunately, but you know.
Yeah, the SEC got it right. Janai Broom, Player of the Year. Denver Jones, All Defensive First Team. And
Oh, Broom
Shaq
did
got
win
First
Player of the
Team.
Year. I only saw Coach of the Year. I didn't see everybody else. I did everything else.
Yeah, I would have been on here sooner, but I had to. That news broke as soon as I planned to hop on, so I wrote a quick piece about that. But
That's fair.
yeah, big year out of Janai Broom. He third in the conference in points, most of any front court player, most rebounds, most blocks, and he finished second among front court players in the SEC in assists. So I mean, he did everything right. Probably gonna lose to Cooper Flag for the Wooden Award, unfortunately. But if they can cut down the nets in April, that's really all he or anyone in Auburn's gonna care about.
What was I? What was I gonna say? And it's a little off topic, but I will say it was funny on the podcast that came out today. It was funny that the DK news broke like literally 2 minutes after Colin hopped off the.
As soon as he hopped off.
As soon as he
So
hopped
funny.
off, that's when it broke, which is just absolutely hilarious to me. And then
That's normally how it goes too. Like, I mean, it's normally all of us hopping off the show, and then some news breaks.
Yeah.
Thank goodness it was just Matt. But yeah, for some reason we just have a terrible track record of hopping off.
Because it was funny too, because I was sitting there editing it, and you guys were talking about, oh well, you can see DK Metcalf possibly move, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a weird show. I'm gonna put this up tomorrow, and the DK Metcalf trade already happened, and then it broke later, which I was like, okay, thank God, thank God.
Yeah. Well, we had that podcast a couple weeks ago too, where I ended it with the Mets should sign Pete Alonso, and then like 5 minutes after we hop off, Pete Alonso signed.
Yes, yep, and that's when I had to put the graphic in, and it was funny too, cause like I was sitting there putting the episode up, and it's funny cause literally the last episode was DK Metcalf requests a trade, and then the next episode is DK Metcalf gets traded to the Steelers, which is funny how in 4 days he gets that deal is done, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Usually that shit like Cooper Cup's been on the trade block for like 5 months now.
Yeah, even the Myles Garrett saga dragged on forever.
Yeah, that
So
that lasted for about a month, a little over a month, until he decided to have no backbone and just say, all right, I'll take your contract. I mean, unless maybe the whole time it was a ploy just to get more money, which
It could have been.
fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
God damn it, you hop in here, Brian, and fucking news dies.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to bring the bad luck.
No, that's not really bad luck. It's just saving for the Rodgers to Giants move that's coming up. And then, is there any good college basketball on? I want to keep this streak going that I have. And well, yesterday was
We
brutal.
have the SoCon Championship today.
Yesterday was brutal. I got screwed by Charlotte yesterday.
Charlotte, oh god.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Betting on Charlotte UTSA. It's not fun. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
right.
does not sound
SoCon
like fun.
championship with Furman. Give me Furman, baby.
Yeah, I like Furman a lot in that game.
Furman. Oh, Incarnate Word won yesterday. Okay.
I'm actually updating our bracketology a bit now, and I just put Furman in there because I had to take Chattanooga off.
What time you want to go? So I got work on Sunday, but I'll be able to like do what I did last time and start up a stream. What time you want to start up selections Sunday? You want to just do that at like 5:30? Because I think it starts at 6.
Yeah,
I don't
I
remember
also
if they
work till 5,
bullshit.
so we'll do 5:30.
Okay. Did they? I forget. Did they bullshit last time and talk about other stuff?
No, they get right into it.
Okay. I remember last year. I thought that's what it was. But yeah, so we'll do 5:30 then. And then it was funny too during so on the pod you were talking about Venmo requests for people for the fantasy baseball league. And literally I was playing with Jell on Warzone yesterday. And he just starts dying of laughter. And he goes, I don't know why, Brian sent me a fucking Venmo request for fantasy baseball right now. He goes, I'm not paying that till the fucking minute the draft starts.
Yeah, I know he's gonna pay. It's more for me to like just keep track of everything.
Oh
especially
no,
with
I
March
get it.
Madness coming.
I get it. Which is just, it was fucking funny. So it's Sunbelt Championship, SoCon Championship. Is there anything else on, or is it just those two championships? Yeah, it's mostly just a bunch of semifinals. It's been an interesting run for college basketball for me, I must say.
Yeah, you've been on a heater.
Yeah, yesterday was bad, but that parlay that I had on Saturday night, I was so stressed out betting on Baylor. You have no idea. I mean, I had a hedge on that, so I was gonna win money regardless. But if you watch that game, I thought I got cucked on the last second of the game. I don't know if you watched it.
I watched all of it, and I was thinking of you the whole time, just of how much
So,
you were stressing.
so you know how at the very end he missed like the 3 and they had the board and they looked at the clock?
Yep.
I couldn't hear what was going on. I thought they were reviewing to see if it was a foul and give him free throws. And if he hit one free throw, I would have lost. So I was stressing the fuck out. I'm like, please tell me that was not a foul, and they're just reviewing time on the clock for an inbound, and thank God it was, because I had 4.5 and they won by 4.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I would have been freaking out.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then I forget what team. I think it was Georgia State. That might have been Friday or Saturday. I needed them to win. They fucked me, and they lost by like. They literally lost on a buzzer beater, and that would have been the last leg of a parlay as well. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, I did bet the over in the Bama Auburn game. That was interesting because it was not gonna hit until it hit overtime. Thank God.
Yeah, that game was sad. I don't want to talk about that game.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was so sad watching that.
And it was funny too, cause who was it in the group chat that was just like, can't close out games, can't close out games.
Colin, our Bama guy.
Yeah, it was Colin. I gotta save his number on my phone. I don't have it saved. Same thing with the fantasy baseball chat. I don't have like half the numbers saved in there.
Yeah,
Because we used to use GroupMe. So since we had GroupMe, I didn't need to do that. But
yeah. No, makes sense.
Is Twitter fucking broken again?
Wouldn't surprise me.
It's like, no, it's not. Okay, Stante. Okay. Because I swear that tweet I thought I saw it said like 8 minutes ago, like 10 minutes ago. I hate how quiet it is now. Oh my god. And then I think Colin hopped out of here. I want the fucking draft to happen already. We're so, I mean, not so close, but we're a month away. 6 weeks away. I just want to see, like, what the Titans do. If the Giants move up to 1.
I'm ready for the draft. I'll tell you that.
How long has this gone on? 3 hours, 10 minutes? Even though the first 10 minutes were me fucking around. It was me fucking around, and then I was like, yeah, fuck it. We'll go live. We'll stay live here. I at least wanted to test out a bunch of stuff for Selection Sunday. Coming up to Selection Sunday to make sure everything was good, but it should be good. One thing I gotta figure out is stuff with Discord, but I'll do that later. I thought it wasn't there someone the Giants signed?
They signed a corner.
That's who it was. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. That's what it was. Because I was about to say, I'm pretty sure they signed somebody.
Yeah, well, they could always use corners, so I'm not too upset about it.
But you guys have been strangely quiet. I feel like you guys would have just, like, gotten some, like, small signings, but it's been very quiet.
Yeah, I think it being quiet is a good sign. I think.
It's gonna piss me off though. I know the second I end this stream, cause like I'm close to ending a little bit. I know that as soon as I end this, Rodgers is gonna sign with a team.
Yep, that's exactly how it's gonna go.
And I don't want that to happen, cause if it goes to the Giants, it'd be fucking funny. It'd be hilarious.
Yep. I know how bad you want to laugh at me, but I'm just praying it doesn't happen.
It would just be more for your immediate reaction, honestly. It wouldn't even. Well, I mean, I guess I would laugh at you, but it'd make good content.
Yeah, I bet it would.
It's like with Saquon last year. It makes good content. Oh, why is this doing this? Selection Sunday is gonna be electric. Yeah. Olin, are you gonna drop your sleeper pick sleeper team to win it all on Sunday?
I'll have it soon. I actually thought about just moving them up a seed line during the bracketology, but I did not.
Okay. You should probably just do it on Selection Sunday. That'd be like right before it starts or something.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to go over this again with Matt.
No, not today. I'm saying on Sunday during the Selection Sunday stream.
Yeah.
I gotta make this chat a little bit bigger. It's too small. So now it's been like on the ropes for a little bit now. Well, hopefully McNeese doesn't burn you again, because I know the comments on that video is so funny. It was just everybody ripping him for McNeese.
Yeah, maybe he kind of deserved it. A little bit.
I mean, shit, I had McNeese win in the first round as well. I don't blame people for it. Maybe not like win it all, but you know.
Yeah, well, he had them in the final four.
Okay, yeah, that's a little. Yeah, I mean, hey man, gotta be different. Also, too, the one thing I will always say with this is it's so brutal. Like, I've never realized how bad like the free agent frenzy show is on NFL Network, because they take forever to report on things. Even when something gets reported, they take forever to report on it, and then they just don't talk about it. It's so bizarre. Like, they're not talking about. I don't think they brought up Laramie Tunsil once, or maybe they have. I don't know. They probably did. I'm just being a bot. If they didn't get Gonzaga, it'd be a different story. Yeah, probably. Could have been. I forget who else they would have played around there. How much pull I had? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, actually, I'm gonna.
All right. I guess if this news is gonna die down, I might hop off and just get
Yeah, I
some
might
other
kill the
stuff done.
stream, unfortunately, but I know it's gonna happen as soon as you get off or as soon as I get off. And it's gonna drive me
Yeah.
fucking insane. But
Well, if that does happen, people will have to tune in on
on
Thursday.
Thursday
For
for the pod,
so
yeah. Which again, we're gonna go more over this because we just kind of like quick glossed over everything, so we didn't get too far into it. But
yeah. And I want to say thank you to you, Will, because you held this down today and you did a great job. So
yeah, I was off today. Had nothing to do today, so screwed around on the headsets. A lot of this was to get to Sunday set up as well, so just wanted to make sure everything was all good for that. So um, yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream and hopefully Aaron Rodgers is a giant. Um,
chill out with that.
good content. Um, and on that note, Brian, I'll see you around, and everyone have a good night. Or good, well, nah, it's 4:30 now. Clocks went back, but everybody have a
Evening.
good one. Evening, yes, evening. That's the word I'm looking for.
All right.
Have a good
See
one.
you, Will. See you.
See.
Guys.
You are now in the mix with DJ Savage.